welcome everyone. It's great to be here. And Danny Ross is on travel. And so he is observing in the background. I'm going to try and replace him today, but that's going to be a tall task. I just want to say thanks everybody for joining. And I'm thrilled to be speaking to you. I'm thrilled to be speaking to you today about a project that we're working on in the AI Workstation Lunch and Learns. It's an actual real project. There are a lot of opportunities here for people to become involved, but the most important opportunity is for you to watch the process to see what we're doing, because the whole point of building these things out is to try to make like a McDonald's approach or a Chick-fil-A approach. And one thing we know about McDonald's, what made them successful, Chick-fil-A, all of them, is that they have a system and they have repeatable processes. So you know what to expect. And so in dealing with artificial intelligence, that's why we focus so much on the learn, leverage, launch, and earn brand, because it's a moniker that you can all remember, but everything is in that saying. So as you all know, we're working on developing an AI workstation for nonprofits for Dr. Victoria Boyd initiatives, particularly in supporting her upcoming AI summit for nonprofits. This is going to be huge. Dr. Boyd is a national level personality. She is out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and I met her again at the AI Wealth Summit last month. But her work focuses on leveraging artificial intelligence ethically to enhance nonprofit operations. She has a book and she has done the research, but they all emphasize transparency and accountability in AI systems, which is crucial for nonprofits serving vulnerable populations. Our job is to help her develop her vision through the tools that we have available to us. Dr. Boyd has graciously allowed us to partner with her. I will be speaking on AI and ethics at the nonprofit April 16th. It's $79, but we have a special rate of $39. And the link will be in a QR code that we're going to put at the end. And we're also going to demo the new virtual sales letter that Danny and Christina Batista developed for the summit. What I want to do really is make sure that there's a direct correlation of our work and what we're doing with the AI workstation for Dr. Boyd to the work we will be doing subsequently for everyone else if they want to build out their white brand, a white label. So the task, I've sent all of you the task that we are working on, but I'll just go over real quickly the key areas that we need to ensure that our efforts are aligned. And so we have different people out there working on different pieces of this puzzle. We haven't put the puzzle together yet. There's still a corner piece missing, but we have pretty much developed all of the pieces in terms of the bot, the Ask Dr. Boyd bot, and About Dr. Boyd bot, the virtual sales letter leading to the event itself. So we're developing several things. Again, we're developing courses, and that's what Christina Batista is working. She has courses that we're going to be offering as a bundle, specifically designed for nonprofits. We've been developing this for the last several weeks, and this is a central part of our summit offering. Remember, it's about an ecosystem. We're developing an ecosystem around several products and services for Dr. Boyd. You will do the same thing. So just watch what's going on here, build the ecosystem around that course. We can build an ecosystem around any of these products. It just depends on what we want to emphasize. In this particular case, we're building the ecosystem around the two bots, which again is one to provide nonprofits with accessible AI-powered resources. That's the Ask Dr. Boyd bot, and it has been trained. She has sent us all her documents and documentation. One of the other things we're going to build around, we've given new assignments to Callie Girl and Ramona Rogers. Dr. Boyd has graciously agreed to do a podcast before the event. And so we are preparing for a podcast episode featuring Dr. Boyd. It's going to be hosted on Spotify. Again, what will that do? Well, I'm going to ask each one of you, once we get that, once the podcast is done, you will have a link to it, and we want you to share it to your network. Now, to ensure we meet our goals, here are some tasks and priorities. The workstation development, we're going to focus on creating user-friendly interfaces. We've gotten some feedback from Dr. Boyd. the content generation for our courses, make sure the courses are aligned with what Dr. Boyd is emphasizing and that is relevant to nonprofits. We got to train and test the bot. We've trained it, now we got to test it. So we would love for you to go in there and start asking questions and send back any feedback. Christina, I would like for you to drop that link. If you can, I don't know if that link is external, but anyway, we'll test it live. So I'm asking all of you to let's work together to make this project a success, because if this is a success, then the AI workstation is a success. And now you have something to build on to show what we've done for others. And as you build out your white label, we can do the same thing for your clients. And that's what we're doing today. So I'll pause right there before we get to Danny. He's going to go over some new developments in the platform just for informational purposes. And then we'll dive into, well, I'm going to ask Christina to bring up the virtual sales letter page and we'll go from there. Okay, Danny, over to you.
Thank you. As you can see, I'm not in my normal location. I'm out and about. So what I'm going to do is I'll share my screen. By the way, hey, Ramona, welcome, welcome. Super Agent is getting better and better every single day. If you haven't seen it before, Super Agents is brand new to the platform. So this new agentic era is here. It's official. It's already been out and about in the commercial and corporate world. And now it's coming as it becomes more and more democratized. So this is the next evolution in AI. So we have the standard GPTs built on large language models like ChatGPT, where it's input output. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. You have a conversation going back and forth. So input output. And we have several of those types of GPTs or bots in the platform, which we've shown and demoed. Now, the new thing is agents. Agents are a step further where not only do you have that conversation with them, but more importantly, they can actually perform tasks for you. They can perform tasks both internal to the platform, and I'll give you a quick demo of that. And they can also perform tasks externally connected via what we call an API. So it can reach out to an external program and perform a task for you. So just I'll give you a quick highlight on what the hierarchy looks like. At the top here, you have a super agent. Super agent is the one, you think of it as the CEO of the company. It runs everything. It controls the workers below it. So you're your entrepreneur CEOs on the meeting here, and you may have VAs and assistants that help you. That's what these are down here, these manager agents. By the way, you can also control the super agent via WhatsApp, which is fun. So you can vocally just tell it to do something. You're running through the airport. You can have it perform a task for you. Hey, I'm running late. Send an email to Joe. Let him know my flight was delayed. So you can do those types of things with this. So if you have Siri on the phone, you know that Siri is still not quite there yet as far as being an agent. They're working on it, but it's still just not there yet. So with this, you can create documents, you can create emails, you can create slides, you can add calendar events. Now, currently, we're connected via Google. So if you have a Google account, you can use this and communicate with it. We're going to expand it to other platforms in the near future. You can also have it search the web. You can have it do like a retrieval process. I'll show you a task with that in just a moment. You can have it create images, talk to the CRM with your contacts and customers, have it create AI videos, and write blogs. So I'm just going to do one quick task to kind of show you how it flows, and then we'll go on from there. So I want you to create an image of a birthday cake with a black angel on it and send it to me at the email address danny@digitalexpress.ai. Now, as soon as I have that task started, it will go off and start creating that. So while it's doing that, let me show you some of the other features that are both available now and coming soon to a theater near you.
So I have a quick question, Danny, while you're
Sure, go
looking for
ahead.
the next step. What you're saying is that the instruction that you just gave the app to
Mm-hmm.
send you that photo to
Mm-hmm.
your specific email, which could have been
Mm-hmm.
sent to anybody, it
Yep.
will literally go out and send it, create it, and then send it to the email, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ah.
It's a lot of fun, new
And we
things
have
that are
access to this now or no?
you should have. If not, I will
Oh,
make sure you have it.
okay,
Um,
great. Thank you.
I'll make sure you have it. So things that are new, this is a brand new thing. They just added it literally between yesterday and today. I'll come back to that one. Automation is really fun. For example, I can add a task where on a daily basis at a certain time, I could have it search the internet for the top 5 new things about AI agents, create a blog post, and send me an email once a day at a particular time. So that's what automation is. You can create tasks and have it actually perform those tasks either daily, weekly, monthly. So it's fantastic for that kind of research and task orientated items that you can do. You can also have it. This is where I mentioned you can add and create a custom agent that has a connection via API. So, for example, some of our customer base, we're going to introduce Zoho, which is a very powerful CRM system, and Joel's going to spend a bit of time speaking about that in the future. We'll be able to connect directly to it via API and have the agent perform tasks there as well. So those are the types of things that it's really, really impressive that you're going to be able to do with this. Let's go back and see if it's where it's at with our birthday cake task. So for example, please generate a high risk task. It's going to reach out. And so here's the image that it created. So it handed the task off to the sub agent, in this case, Imogen. She reached out to hyperrealistic AI and created this image. So the master or super agent gave it down to Imogen, who's the image creator bot, and she created that image. And now the next step is it's going to reach out and pass it along to the email agent, right? And so, I could say something like, it looks good. And you could actually stop the process and have it make a change. Send me an email. Oops, I can't even write today. Sorry, I'm on my little screen here. Danny at digitalexpress.ai. I want to make sure that it does the second task as well. It should have,
You have
but
an
because
exclamation point where it's supposed to be an at, just to let you know.
thank you for that catch. Typing on small screen. All right, so we'll do that, and as soon as it comes back. And it's really funny. Let me take a look at my email and see if I have received one. I don't believe it's sent it yet, because again, as you just pointed out, oh, there's the email. Maestro is about to start. Okay, so you can see where it's about to do that, right? So it's like, I'm sending it. I'm sending it. So what's funny is it wrote the email. Hope you're doing well. I'm sending you a birthday cake image featuring a captivating. So it's actually going to type out the email. I didn't have to write it. And it's going to go ahead and send it out. So this is really fun. Obviously, the email is not going to go where I want it to go because it is connected via wrong, incorrect email address. So here's one I did earlier. And so you can see it go through the entire process. It basically, this one, I asked it a different task. So let me go back up here so you can see the full task. I want you to create an image of a birthday cake, right? And I kind of walk through the whole same thing. In this case, down here, you can see I asked it to make a 1 minute long AI video using the voice of Sarah and ambient music. And so I'm having it create that video without me getting involved. And it's going to use Vizio, a different bot. And it's getting the instructions of what I've asked it to do. And it's creating the whole video script. And so it did 2 tasks at once. I asked it to create an image with the birthday cake and email it to me. And so it did all of those tasks just from that one initial prompt. So I'll pause here and see if there are any questions.
I do have a question. So would this particular app be able to create something like a course, for example, if I wanted it to create a course and you gave it all of the parameters of exactly what it is what type of course, and or include like slides? Would it be that detailed?
Okay, so yes, you do have the ability for it to create slides, absolutely, because it can connect. And right now, it can only connect to Google Slides, unless you use the API function to connect to like Gamma or something else. But right now, there's no presentation maker in the platform. So it can use an external app. We can support right now Google natively, Google Slides. Eventually, of course, we'll have it be able to speak to Microsoft and so on and so forth. In the interim, we can work with you on connecting via API to another slide maker like Gamma or Zoho or wherever you want to go as far as creating it via API. So the answer is yes, it will be able to do and create presentations because it can
Amazing.
generate the image and then it can generate the slides.
Awesome. So what about content creation for like social media content? So we would have to now connect through the API to, let's say, IG, Facebook, or LinkedIn, and then ask it to create the content
The
and
answer is
then post it
yes.
on a scheduler, right?
Yes, it can't do it right this minute. We definitely will be able to do it in the future. That's definitely where we're going. So you can have
Awesome.
it, as I said, create the content within the platform because the platform can create both the images and the text. But then if you want to do more than that, like I said, you're going to have to wait just a little bit. That's why I have beta
Awesome.
on there because I want to let everybody know it's still in process. All right.
Awesome.
I just wanted to kind of show that quickly. So for whoever hadn't seen it this week, I've been talking about it all week because it's a lot of fun and it's going to be a huge, huge step for us on the platform as far as functionality. All right. That was all I wanted to really show. Joel, did you want to pick back up? And I can help
Yeah.
drive whatever you have
So
not.
Ramona had a very good question, and this beta product really is designed to automate, I think, products and services that you right now it's best used for products and services that you've already created and generated, maybe through some other platform in my mind. So I'm thinking about a use case of how would we use this platform to advertise the AI summit. For example, do we want to? I developed a countdown slide, and I wanted to send a countdown slide every day saying, "Get your tickets now. Only X days left." And I wanted to send that every day. That's possible, correct?
Correct. So you could send it to an email group if you have your contacts in the platform. If it's external and you have a Google list of emails, you could send it to that group or list in Google as well. So, for example, let's say you had 100 names or 1,000 names on a Google list. As long as you're using Google right now, we can support it. We don't support any other platform yet.
Oh, that's awesome to know. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Joel, as well for the question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's and that's what I will be looking to test the beta model once we get our virtual sales letter and the AI Summit marketing down. I would like to see if we can use it to send out daily reminders to sign up now. So thanks, Danny, for sharing it.
Oh, no worries.
Okay, is Callie on the line
Christina is on.
to show you guys what we've done? Christina, would you bring up the VSL that you and Danny worked on?
Running a nonprofit isn't easy. It's a constant balancing act of fundraising, donor engagement, and administrative tasks. But what if you could transform these challenges into opportunities with AI? Join us at the AI Summit for Nonprofits, where visionary leaders like Dr. Victoria Boyd will guide you through revolutionary AI tools. Discover how AI-powered solutions can streamline grant writing, enhance donor engagement, and optimize operations. Don't miss this opportunity to future-proof your nonprofit. Reserve your spot today. Register now.
So this is the actual page. If you can make that screen larger.
A nonprofit is
Yeah. Okay. No, not the VSL. I just want to go through the VSL.
Yeah, it's the VSL actually.
Okay. Can you
Uh,
scroll
uh,
down?
he means the page. He
The
means the
page.
page.
Yeah, the page.
So yeah, make that
It's the
page full.
page.
Yes, there you go. That's what he wants to see.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is in the language of business aspect. It's a virtual sales letter. But the virtual sales letter, I know in the nonprofit world, we were cautioned by using business terms to nonprofit. So we had to rethink and redo some of the terminology that we use because Dr. Boyd made a comment that everything sounds so businessy. And as you know, working with nonprofits, they have a different language of their own. They are not for profit as opposed to for profit, where the tone is a lot different. It's all about buy now and fear of missing out. But we believe the nonprofit sector needs to appeal to the philanthropic aspects of a person, if that makes sense. And so that's what we try to do. But we're trying to give a mind shift to the nonprofits to say, you know what, AI is here, it's coming. It's nothing that we created, but if you don't use it and learn how to integrate it and organize it into your organization, it's going to be problematic in the future in order to get donors, to work with vendors, to do fundraising, to get volunteers, all those nonprofit pain points based on their mission. So that is the call to action, the Ultimate AI Summit. And this is what Dr. Boyd is doing. I mean, she was doing this on her own. We're just coming alongside her and helping her to market and advertising this. So this is our contribution to the AI Summit. This is what we've done. So this is what we will be marketing. We'll be sending this out. Scroll down, Christina. And that's our logo, Nonprofit Impacts. And so you sign up for the AI Summit for nonprofits. It's only $39. And so click on that link. It'll take you to the sales page. And basically just fill out information. And once you get that, you will, get your coupon code and the Zoom link for the AI Summit. Okay, you can go back and close that out. Why join the AI Summit for nonprofits? These are the reasons. We asked AI to develop these reasons. And so all these things, the thing I want to talk about the virtual sales letter is that it starts with the big idea generator. Okay. And write this down. The first step, really, if you have a new thought, a new product, or new service, I want you to think every time I need to go back and do the big idea generator. Because from that, you can develop all your content for any other thing you want to generate, such as images, videos, call to actions, or any other thing you want to drop that content that you created for the big idea generator into one of those applications. And so in this particular case, we ask it to create reasons why they should join the AI Summit. But also, and write this down too, it goes to training. Make sure you got the right data. Make sure you have the right PDF files uploaded to give a description of the products or services. So training of your data goes into your big idea generator. You want to make sure you have the right content and it's curated and that it's clean so that you don't get any hallucinations within your own generation of content. So those are the reasons why. And then we just dropped her logo in there to learn more. It goes out to her website. And so it talks a little bit more about her and that, if people want to know more about the AI Summit before they signed up, they can go there and look at it. Okay, go back up and scroll down.
Introducing the AI Workstation, an all-in-one platform designed to automate, optimize, and scale your operations with AI-powered tools. With AI agents and automation, handle repetitive tasks with ease and customize without code for your unique needs. Enjoy enterprise-grade security and AI training that helps you learn, leverage, and launch seamlessly. Act now for early access at just $19.95 a month and get 40% off all AI Workstation services, plus a free AI integration and strategy session valued at $750 for the first 25 signups. Transform the way your business operates with the AI Workstation. Whether you're a startup, entrepreneur, nonprofit, or enterprise, sign up now and take advantage of this exclusive offer.
I love the very, very beginning of it. I love that new animation that you guys have added to the very beginning of it. I think it's perfect. I like the length of it. The only thing we might have to edit a little bit is the video loop of yourself, only because it repeats twice. So for the rest of the people on the phone, when you upload a video, it has to be very short. It's only allowed to be a 20 megabyte sized file. So that's very, very short. But obviously, from the text that it was reading, what happened is it had to fit the length of the text that it was reading. So we might want to either use an image instead, or we would have to work on the length of the video and kind of play around with it. So that's all that was. But other than that, it's perfect. It's the right length. The messaging is strong. I really like it.
Thank you, Danny. Anyone else? Annette, Ramona?
I like it. It's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you. This is my first one. This is our first one. And so here's again, all we're doing is showing you I'm non-technical. I have smart people around me like Danny and Christina. So I just come up with the ideas. And again, it's a team approach, guys. And this is what we want to do for each and every one of you when you're ready to launch. But what we're saying is you got to be prepared when you're ready to go. You got to have your content in place, and it makes the process that goes a lot smoother and in terms of your product or services. So once you do that, the first step is, okay, I want to get my VSL out. Well, no, I'm sorry. What's the first step, guys, in the process? First one gets a prize. What's the first step in the process? To do what? Not everyone at once.
Do I get a new car?
No, well, no, yeah, I'm going to give you a Tesla.
Oh, wait, I have one. Oh, Keisha's got the answer.
Okay, what is it?
Sh-
Build
She's
your
got it
big,
in the
right?
chat. Yep.
Absolutely. Do your big dream generator. That's the first step, guys. Again, I'm emphasizing this because it's important. The first things first in using this platform, and we're going to repeat this over and over. Especially for new people coming in the group. The first step is to build out your big dream generator, and Danny's going to change the name of that. We're going to call it something differently. I'm not sure, but we may it'll still be the same platform. But
It's
for the
your white label. You can call it anything you want.
based on Dr. Boyd's comments, we need to maybe think about how to make it resonate more with nonprofits. Big dream generate nonprofits. Christine, if you just scroll down and see that's the last of the yeah. So again, popular automation tools for the AI workstation. Here again, this is where we need to probably customize and do some more work to make them resonate more with the nonprofits. We have some names of apps that we've created or will need to create before the April 16th. And Christina, make note that we need to change these icons to reflect the apps that we're going to create. I don't know if we created, Danny, have we created any nonprofit apps?
Oh, no, not yet. And certainly you got to remember, some of these will still be valid as far as the names of them. I think the things that you might have to change is like, create high converting sales funnels and things like that. So we'll have to change the descriptions, I think, more so than the names of the apps.
Yeah, absolutely. So instead of saying sales, it'll be marketing funnels. Creating
Exactly.
marketing funnels for nonprofit. So Christina, make note of that we need to change the sales funnels to creating marketing funnels for nonprofit. And also, Christina, under the popular automation tools for the AI workstation, add the Ask Dr. Boyd app icon and the Meet Dr. Boyd icon. Make sure that they're the first two, so that when people see this, they're like, "Oh, she has an app in here." Okay. Any questions on that?
Only thing I would add is we may want to let's work. First of all, let me just throw this tip in for Tina. Just take the description and tell the AI tool, whether it's the AI sales coach or wherever you want to ask any of the bots, to convert this from a corporate description to a nonprofit description. So it'll do it for you. You don't have to kind of figure out for each one of these. You know what I mean? So just ask it to do that for you. And I would say use the Ask Dr. Boyd app. because that's been well trained on nonprofit. And so I would use that specific app now that I think of it. All right.
Yeah, sure. I thought I was able to change it already, but did not change the descriptions because we mentioned it before on our
Yes.
last meeting.
Okay, okay.
So
So
yeah,
I thought I had said it, but yeah, so that's what I would do. And they're close to what we wanted to do. And just to say specifically in the prompt, I don't want it to be focused on corporate terms and goals. Make it focus on nonprofit goals of, and then tell it specifically, I want to raise funds, I want to manage donors, I want, so give it kind of like a hierarchical description of what nonprofits are concerned about, just so in the prompts it knows, and so it can go from there. So just it should be better, but I can work with you on it is my other point. So don't worry about it. You don't have to do it alone. If you can't get it to give you the output that you're looking for, just I'll work with you on the prompt.
thank you, thank you.
Oh, no problem. We're a team. Alrighty. I like this section that you created. It's very cool. I like the collage. And Dr. Boyd will like the collage. Dr. Boyd is a high energy type A, and she will
I,
love this.
I just grabbed it from her page.
I figured that, but I like the presentation that you put around it. It looks really nice.
Thank you.
She is a lot of fun. I had one call with her as an introductory call to her, and I absolutely loved her. She is a legend. She is fun. She's a lot of fun. All right. Anything else? Joe?
No, that was very good. That was, I think, the science behind this is if you look at the virtual sales letter, guys, you see that there's a multiple sign up icons, sign up now throughout there. And I think, Danny, that I don't know if there's a formulaic approach, but I have learned this from the marketing aspect. And this is something that I'm learning also in the virtual sales letter as a science too. So notice the placement spacing of the signups. I'm sure this is not the number one example, but hopefully we've captured science behind trying to get people to click. And that's the whole idea, is to click.
Yeah, it is a science and an art. And by the way, this is a very good version of it. There's a few things that we'll add further down on the bottom because I don't remember seeing an FAQ section on this page. So we'll definitely add an FAQ section. What's really fun about this particular website creator, your website creator, if you click on add a component, you can actually have the website creator generate your FAQs based on what's on the page and or text you feed it, and it'll generate FAQs for you automatically, so you don't even have to create them, but you might have to go edit them if they have words in there that you don't want to use, specifically like for nonprofits, but it'll actually generate FAQs. And then of course, if you're an expert in any one of these topics, you would go in and add FAQs that your members or your customers have already asked you. So you would make sure to add to whatever the AI engine generates for you. And so we can definitely go in and get that section done. And there's actually a document that outlines what a good sales funnel looks like. And so, Tina, just send me an email and I will make sure to, number one, send it to you. And number two, make sure that it's included on the platform for all of the AI Workstation incubator members. It is a very simple document, but what it does is it does a really good job of laying out the whole process. So every element that you have, you have your intro, the header section that should have an impactful message, just like this one does. You have your VSL video. You have the whole sales funnel flows from the top to the bottom. By the time someone gets to the bottom and hits those final FAQs, they should have all of their questions answered. And then, of course, you can add a Ask Dr. Boyd chatbot to the website. And then the chatbot will, based on her personality, will answer all of the questions that someone may have regarding the event and or AI for nonprofit. So those are the sections that we're going to add to this. By the way, Joel, you didn't even mention it. The URL that we're using for this website is brand new. Joel came up with the name for it. It's nonprofitai.ai. So it lets them know right away that this is all about them and all about nonprofits. Wanted to mention that it is a new domain name and new URL focused on the nonprofits. So we're going to keep working on all the aspects of it.
Okay, Danny, this is the last few minutes. Can you just
Yeah,
walk through and go ahead and build the fact figure that for the VSL?
maybe. I say
Um,
maybe because I'm in a parking lot
uh,
at the gas station.
I
So,
think I have that
oh,
section
okay.
on our AIW landing page, but hold on.
Yeah,
Um,
go into the other one. So go
yeah.
into the nonprofit one. We should be able to add it pretty quickly.
I'm not sure it's working because remember we're having a short, small.
Okay, well then stop sharing and let me try. If not, worst thing that'll happen is it won't work.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, share screen
okay,
now.
I will do just that. Give me 1 second here, folks. Let's do the Google Chrome. Let's do the share and let's go. All righty. So we should be seeing my screen and I just need to find Joel here. Give me 1 second. There's Joel. Let me know if you have any trouble seeing anything I'm doing. Oh, let's see. AI profits for nonprofits. Nonprofits. All righty.
I
So,
Yeah, I have it
hmm?
on the other side on the workstation.
Joel asked me to try to add it to the nonprofit one. I'm in the right one, right?
Oh yeah,
So I'm going to add a segment, a wide one. And so that way we'll have a whole separate area for the FAQs. And so now we can go in and add a row. We're just going to add a single column row for this. And in there, we're going to add a component. And at the bottom of the screen, you have these are the miscellaneous ones, but they're important miscellaneous ones. You can add navigation if you want to add a menu, and then you can click FAQs to create the FAQs. And so it will allow you to actually, there we go. So this is the standard FAQs. That's like the manual one. And then under AI components is AEO FAQs. And now that we've got that, so we should be able to, all right. So we can tell it to generate FAQs. And so you could type in a description or a website URL. Let's see what happened. See if it can find itself. This should be fun. I haven't tried this before. Nonprofit AI.ai. Nonprofit organ. So you tell it essentially nonprofit organizations using AI and target audience, nonprofit, or and primary keywords. So if we had done our business brief for this nonprofit, we would have all of our keywords in there, right? You could have a geographic focus, and of course, you can have different languages. So let's just try it and see what it does. If it can even get to that URL. So if it can't, we'll copy paste some text. Anybody have any questions about the process? It's pretty simple. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go here, Control A, Control C. So I'm gonna have a backup plan for my work here. Now I've lost which URL. Sorry. Where was I? Wow. App Builder. This one. There we go. That's the one I was working on. Make sure. Nope, this is the other one. This is what happens when you have so many open. All right. Joel. Sorry, folks. Give me 1 second here. I've lost Joel. All right, so there we go. It says generate. Okay, let's do this then. There we go. Nonprofit org, keyword, generate. So I'll try a different approach. I just copy pasted. So what will I learn at the AI Summit for Nonprofits? AI, the summit. So in other words, these are just generated automatically. You click save. And now on the website, there's your nonprofit section. You can go in and change the colors. So Katina, if you want to adjust them, you can go in and play with the colors. Let's save it and let's take a peek at it on the actual website. Let's scroll down to the bottom. What will I learn at the AI Summit for Nonprofits? How can AI benefit my nonprofit organization? These are actually very good. Do I need technical expertise to participate? No, no technical expertise. How will AI scroll stopping images improve my nonprofit's marketing? And can the Philanthropreneur Foundation, hey, I got the word right. I'm proud of myself. Yes, it will. And then it kind of talks about why and how. So these are really pretty decent FAQs, and you can easily just go in and add more. So hopefully that demo was succinct and effective for everyone that's on the call.
Absolutely, Danny. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a process. So when you're ready to launch or even sell to a client, this is what Danny and I, or the process that we'll use to onboard a client if they choose to use our services, because we could definitely do it for them, as you see, or they could do it for themselves. And so obviously this is where monetization comes in. So the work that we're doing, and again, it goes back to Christina, if you can bring up, Danny, do you think it's appropriate to show the cost that we have? I mean, I don't have any problem with it, to just give them an idea of the prices that they could charge for doing the same thing that we're doing now. So if Christina, if you could bring up that list of products or services, I don't know if you can get to it easily, but if you can, that'd be great. Where we listed out the descriptions of the product and the cost. So this is what we're going to be marketing to. This is how you monetize this technology. We are learning this technology. We're building the plane as we're flying it, and you guys are on the ground floor. It's a great opportunity to learn, leverage, launch, and earn. Again, I can't think of any better opportunity right now for you to be bringing this technology to people in your network. Always be thinking about, how can I bring this technology to people in our network? So we're going to go through the product and services. This is what's being advertised on our website right now, limited time offer. And this is what I mean. Everything needs to be synchronized. My focus right now until April 16th is preparing my website, my offer, to align with my speech that I'm giving to the AI Summit. Everything is in alignment, and that's what we're trying to do. It's a lot of work, but you have to approach it methodically and systematically. So if you get a new client, there's work involved. You are creating. You deserve to be paid for your time and expertise. Christina, will you scroll down? Okay, right there. Yeah. So, for example, simple website or funnel build. I mean, essentially, your price up there, that's really what it would cost you to do if we were to do it for you in your ecosystem. But you can charge your clients $2,000. I mean, that's for any one of it. I mean, I can do the same thing. I mean, if I build something for myself, I can charge my client to build what we just built, guys, between $2,000 to $5,000 to build just what we built. And that's based on whether or not they got the content, they got the information. And if we have to go out and build all of that, if we have to go out and build a brief for them and take them from zero to scratch, well, you have to figure out, what is your time worth to you? I've set my billing rate at $180 per hour. I mean, can I be cheaper? Sure. But because I'm a certified artificial intelligence specialist training, and because of my background, and because of the other things I have to offer in my ecosystem, I feel that, yeah, I should be able to charge that much. So this is just an example, even the scroll stopping ads, just one ad, create 3 ads for a client. You can charge them what you want, But again, that 497 represents how much time are you going to put into it. I don't know. It's based on your knowledge, skills, and abilities. And going in there every day, ladies and gentlemen, you guys need to go in every day and start playing around with a tool after you build your brief and just start dropping that stuff into anything, just getting familiar. And I also invite you to be in on some of the other calls that Danny does, where he just talks generically about the different platforms on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I believe. And you can sign up to his Lunch and Learns also. So there's training almost every day of the week. This is just for the AI workstation because this is what we're focusing on. But there's training every day of the week. And so be part of the training group. Be consistent, be present, show up. And then when you are not on training, you're discovering stuff in your AI workstation or whatever workstation you have. For everyone else who will be listening to this recording, to start, going in and looking at these different tools and applications. Are there any questions on this? Now, these are my pricing strategies. You can develop your own, but the point is, I wanted to show you the products that you can create for any organization and the prices that you charge. Any questions? Okay, haven't heard nothing. That's all I have, Danny.
Okay. I want to thank everybody who jumped on, of course, and we will be back again next Thursday for the Incubator series. And everyone, if I don't speak to you again, have a fantastic weekend. And it's been fun. It's been an adventure, but it all worked out, so I'm happy.